Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. We're going to see what the energy is, how we're feeling post this full moon. It was pretty wild. A lot of wounding coming up. So let's call on our guides and let's get right to it. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me. Bless my cards. Bless my beautiful viewers. All right. And a little update on, I always like to do little updates on how I'm feeling in my energy because that tends to be the collective energy a day or two later. And I had my two nieces here on Bring Your Child to Work Day, and my niece Taya was so excited. She actually packed it in her backpack to give to me after school because I picked her up from the bus stop. She's 6 years old, keep in mind. And the night before, they were talking about who was going to babysit them after school. And I guess they were talking about their uncle, me, and maybe their grandmother. And she heard my name and she thought of butterflies. And she immediately painted this for me. So I felt like this was symbolic for the collective. My angels and guides always speak to me through children, through music, through other people. So when I first saw this, I hadn't really connected the dots. And then when she whipped it out of her backpack, I was like, Shushi, I made this for you. Like my heart melted, number one. I literally always want to ask them, like, what made you do it? Like, I want to know the moment. I want to know the thought because I know it's from spirit because children are pure light and they are always pulling messages from spirit. So I shared this in my community, and one of my clients and friends, she immediately said, Michelle, there's 8 butterflies. 8 is the number of abundance. It's infinity. Like this is a sign that money's on the way, and just abundance in all ways. And I also see this as transformation. We all know a butterfly means transformation. And when I see butterflies in my reality, it always means I'm about to go through a huge upgrade in my life. And so many good things are on the way, but it's not always easy. And then one of my other community members commented, like, Michelle, it doesn't have to be hard. You can make it fun. So this is a message for everybody. We're all going to take Taya, my little niece Taya's guidance, that if you're seeing butterflies, know that if they're coming in a sequence or a number, pay attention to that. This is 8. So we know that abundance is the number 8. I also posted 888 today. Today is Friday when I'm filming this. I'm filming this early because I have a couple sessions this weekend. I'm not sure if my energy is going to be good to do the energy reading then. So I'm filming it now because I feel good. I went on like a really, really long walk today. I actually had to do 2 walks because my walk got interrupted by an emergency client call. And then I had to go to the store last minute to grab something. So I got a little bit like, out of my normal routine, but we recovered. I went for my second walk and then I talked to a neighbor for like an hour. Of course, I'm always distracted, but I was outside for a really long time today and my body just feels like everything's clicked into place. I feel whole again. I feel good after this full moon. I feel energized. So I am bringing you this good energy from me to you. And I just posted on my shorts. I literally was putting the Jeep top on my Jeep and a little 8-year-old girl comes out of nowhere. She was like an angel. She comes out of nowhere. I've never seen her on the complex, around the complex, or I don't know if she was like a friend visiting another friend or a family member visiting, but she literally had like little keys in her hand and she was running through the parking lot and there was no cars. So she was safe. And she comes up and she's just like, I am really loving your outfit. And I just was not expecting it to come out like that. Like most kids are like, I like your outfit. But she said it in such an adult and a mature way. And I'm like, she is a messenger from spirit. She is pure light telling me, just giving me love. And this is the first message now that I'm getting from spirit is that when you, prior to your awakening, you might have been somebody, this is specific. So this message is for somebody listening. It might be for like 10 people or it might be for like 50. I don't know. But they're saying this is specific for somebody watching right now. That if you've been somebody who's walked through life feeling so unloved, feeling like nobody ever gives you anything, right? You're looking for these certain people to spoil you, to tell you that they love you, and you keep knocking down specific doors looking for it. Well, when you spiritually awaken, you actually come to the realization that those little compliments from strangers, that is universal love. That is God speaking through children, music, songs, movies, commercials, billboards, people, through me speaking to you saying, I love you. And, for me, it was nobody told me all day. Nobody said anything about my outfit. I wasn't looking for it. I didn't need it. I was just wearing it because it was comfy. I literally worked out in it. I did Reiki in it this morning with a client. I had a client come here. I cleaned my car in it. Like, it was just one of those outfits you just throw on and you start working in it, like a typical plaid top. It's not really meant to be nice. You're meant to do work in it. And so I was not looking for a compliment. And maybe she just thought of it because the hat always kind of brings attention to my outfits. But I had gone for a ride in my Jeep, so I needed my hat. But anyway, long story short, this compliment came from an 8-year-old. That is God speaking through that little girl to me to let me know that I'm loved, to let me know, Michelle, you know what? You look really damn cute, and we're going to tell you. And what if it's my dad? Or what if it's Micah? Or what if it's, my boyfriend from high school? I had a boyfriend in high school who passed away. It was really tragic. He was pole vaulting. So he passed away at a track event. It was actually the Big Ten championship out in, I believe it was in Michigan. And he was a pole vaulter and he hadn't made it all the way to the top. Like he was doing his actual event and his feet were about to go above the bar. And it was a rainy day. His parents were there and he's got one other brother and his hands just slipped. And meanwhile, his dad and his mom were like, there's no way his hand slipped. He was such a professional at that sport and he was so dedicated and he trained so hard. So long story short, he ended up passing away like on the spot. Um, so a lot of times when I'm in like pretty clothing or if I'm feeling good, I feel like he's like, looking down upon me because he always was so, I still have letters he wrote me in my cute little Winnie the Pooh lunchbox. Like he just loved me so hard. And I'll never forget it. It was a short relationship, but it was like he gave me that love. I could cry right now just talking about it. Like I felt like he saw me. So I've always felt like, am I going to have to live the rest of my life without him? Was I supposed to marry him? And I'm still single. So I'm always like wondering about that. But I don't need to know answers. And I believe there's other, branches on our tree that we're supposed to connect with in this lifetime. But as I was getting that love from that little girl, my mind immediately goes to loved ones that have crossed over. Who are they using to speak to me? And maybe it was just the little girl really liking my outfit. It could have been that too. But where in your life can you start to see every compliment, every smile, every good thing that comes your way, every door that gets held for you? How can you see it as God using somebody to shower you with so much love, where you're not going around looking for it from other people? You're just getting it out of thin air. And that to me is the magic of the universe. I want to wake up every day and I ask for magic and I want to see what kind of thing is going to come my way. Who's going to speak to me today? Who's going to compliment me? Who can I make feel better? Who's going to give me the cutest little gift ever? I wasn't even supposed to babysit my nieces that day. My sister-in-law, Taya, actually FaceTimed me in the morning, but I was still asleep. And then her mom texted and was like, hey, could you pick up the girls from school? Nobody can do it today. I'm at work. And I was like, absolutely. I cleared my schedule and I did it. So every day when we wake up, there's an opportunity to experience joy and magic. And actually on my whiteboard in the back corner here, it says, sit in your joy longer. So that's my message for myself this week is when you feel joy, sit in it longer. Allow yourself to soak in it like it's a bubbly bathtub, right? You're just in there and you're like, I'm never getting out. So for me, I keep talking about that compliment from that little girl. I posted it on my shorts, I posted it on my Instagram, and I just sat with it too, with myself. And I just was like, whoever that was from, I love you. Whether it's the little girl, whether it's God, whether it's Micah, whether it's Kevin Dare, my ex-boyfriend, whether it's my dad, all of these loved ones, whether it's my mom loves butterflies. So I kind of felt like she was using Taya to talk to me. And you guys remember my story about my mom. If you haven't already, if you don't remember, because maybe you weren't following me back then. But I was with my mom a lot right before she passed away. And she passed away, very peacefully. And she was in her 90s. So she lived a long life. But her and I had that special bond, that little religious bond, I guess, not religious, but spiritual. She believed in God. And there's not many people in my family that do and who I could talk to about that. So your message is pay attention to who is talking to you, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities, and sit in the joy longer because you are so worthy of it. Okay, I'm feeling guided to do Micah Magic, which is the deck I made in memory of my daughter. And at the bottom of the deck, I just saw change is here, which is transformation. And then for some reason, one of my money messages, this is my deck, money messages, it says book a trip with me. So this was in the mix with this deck. So I feel like that's a message for somebody, and we are going to pull more cards from that deck. So let's all, you guys, I just got a text from one of the girls in my group, in my community, Awaken Your Magic. And she put 818 has been on my jock lately. And guess what 818 is? 818 is the time that my dad passed away. So for her to message me right now, as I'm filming this, it literally says now. And her name is Jessie. High five, Jessie. I love you. She's one of my beautiful clients out in LA. And she literally said it's been 818, which is my dad's time of death. So my dad, I believe, is the one that maybe sent me that little girl complimenting me. He's now showing up in this reading. Do you see how spirit is always moving people to give us certain things at certain times? We have to be open to seeing it. Oh, she also, oh my God, she just sent me a heart too. Oh my gosh. She said, also, I went to lunch today with my mom and noticed this cute little heart in my sriracha. Had to take a picture and send it to you. So now it's from Micah too. So my daughter sends me hearts, if you guys didn't know, and my dad sends me 818, 52, which is the year he was born, 37, which was his favorite baseball number, and bumblebees. I saw two bumblebees on my walk today. They were swirling around my legs and my belly, and I was like, hi, Dad. That's why I wanted to stay on my walk longer. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got miracles, miracles. I had a typo and I kept it because I used to be a perfectionist and I'm no longer like that anymore. So, first card of this entire reading, second card technically after the book a trip, but miracles are on the way, you guys. And if my dad is showing up and 818 is showing up, which is more eights, my dad for me represents abundance. He was very, very abundant. He was so good with money. And we're like, oh my God, my dad is so humble. And we didn't even know how much he had. You know, my mom, she's taking care of all of that. But it was just like so cool to know that my dad was so humble. He didn't tell anybody. He wore the same New Balance sneakers all the time. um, so I feel like when I think about my dad, I think about abundance and think about somebody who was really good with money. And he was a finance guy, like he was in charge of the finances of his company. He wasn't in finance, but he had a welding supply company with my uncle that my pop, I said created, but I guess, yeah, my pop created after World War II because he was an underwater welder, my dad's dad. And he came back from the war and started a welding supply company. So my dad ended up running that his whole life. And it's a very amazing company, a very like successful and amazing company, I meant to say. And my dad was just super humble and just kept to himself and saved and saved and saved. So when he passed away, we're like, holy cow, Dad, you did such a great job. My mom was able to buy a new house with the money and get her out of our old childhood home where there's a lot of sad memories. So first message is, when we are seeing eights, means abundance is on the way. You might be booking a trip soon. Miracles are coming. So they might be, maybe a free trip could be coming. Maybe that's the miracle for somebody. Or the transformation could be, I'm telling you, when my dad comes through, it means money is on the way every single time. Wow, speak your truth, financial freedom. These two came together. I wonder what that could mean. Speak, spirit, why? What about speak your truth? Oh, they just said just acting in integrity. They're saying someone's getting rewarded for acting in integrity and being honest and breaking old patterns and cycles. You're being rewarded for being a good person. Wow. Speak your truth, financial freedom, book a trip with me, and miracles are on the way. What a banger. What an awesome start to this. Okay, let's get some more. Okay, we have three. We have breakdown that builds character, 333, connect back to spirit, and then revisit your path and see how it all worked out. Okay, so we have 333, breakdown that builds character, and revisit your path. And that transformation energy with the butterflies, if you feel like you're like, I don't know where my life is going, I can't do this any longer, just look back at how you felt that way before in your past. And you're like, I just can't go another minute. And then out of nowhere, the breakthrough comes, the miracle arrives, and it saves you. But that breakdown, you're meant to experience that moment of, oh my gosh, my life is over. I don't know what else to do. It's just kind of like this, my Reiki client this morning, she walked in and immediately she goes, I got to remember this. She's like, every time I book with you, the universe always brings me a situation to heal like the day before. And I was like, oh no, I was like, that is everybody. I'm like, that is not, something that you're doing, or, it happens on a healing journey. When you're meant to have a healing session or a reading or a coaching session, the universe aligns something to happen right before your session so that you can address it and heal it. Because sometimes you might go into a session and there might be like nothing on your mind, no intention to heal. And we can discover that through the cards and through my intuitive messages. But she came in and she was just like, I literally, Michelle, she goes, I wanted to just not be in my body anymore last night. And she's like, I can't do it anymore. I just was like so at my wit's end. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was like, I think you're going through an ego death. Like your ego gets so loud and it tells you a story that your life is over. But that's the breakdown that builds character. The ego has to break down and deconstruct. And when you see it and you observe yourself having these thoughts, you realize that's not my soul. That's not who I am. I'm just going to witness myself having this moment. It's like a graceful transformation. You see, I keep burping, sorry. You see yourself having this moment. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. She just commented again and put love with the heart emoji with her fingers and a butterfly. She literally just used a butterfly emoji. Oh my gosh. So she sent me the 818, the little heart sriracha, and then she sent me love she commented on my post about the butterflies. So triple confirmation here. And when these things are happening live as I'm filming, these are for you guys. They're not for me, right? It's not a message for me. It's a message for all of you. That 818, that's abundance. The eights, right? And I even said that I posted that today on my community page, the 888. So these are all messages for all of you. This is how magical this reading is. Financial freedom, book a trip, a miracle is on the way. Speak your truth. Tell the person how you feel. Connect back to spirit. If you're seeing threes, that means reconnect yourself. Incredible. Okay. Oh, I just got guidance to switch decks. Actually, we're going to do a page pull. We're going to do Stephen Farmer, Spirit Animals, Pocket Guide to Spirit Animals. All right, Stephen, let's see what message we need to hear. The hyena. Okay. When you're pursuing a particular goal, solicit the support of your friends and family. Make it a point to have some one-on-one time with each of your children. You're quite ready and capable to take on more than you're presently handling, even though you have doubts about how much you can manage. Oh, I love this. This actually came up in my client's Reiki session, so I feel like that's a collective message. Did I already read that? Yeah. Okay. Be extra sensitive and attentive to the words you choose and how you express them, as whatever you verbalize will be amplified considerably. Your powers of discernment and discrimination are strong right now. So pay attention to your intuition and trust what you get no matter what. It's a good time to do something silly that makes you laugh. I was going to say, when is the humor going to come into the hyena? Because the hyena is always about laughter and making light of a situation. So I'll let you guys screenshot if you want. Sorry, I'll get my face out of the way. My bad. I don't want you screenshotting my face. But I just got guided to read this paragraph again. Be extra sensitive and attentive to the words you choose and how you express them. So even me talking about the butterflies in my community and saying how it always is a tough transition for me, I got to watch my words. If I'm saying it's going to be tough, then it will be. I'm creating that. So we have to remember that we are the creator. Whatever we are saying, thinking, and feeling and doing, we're literally creating that. So I'm going to say that this butterfly means that abundance is on the way. My dad's going to bring me so much money and travel and a trip and a miracle and my dream man. It's all going to arrive at once. So why not me have myself start saying that story instead of being in fear? Oh no, the butterfly means transformation. I'm scared. It means magic from now on. Because if you think about it, we can't really compare ourselves to when we used to receive signs back early in our spiritual awakening because we're different now. My nervous system is not in at all the same place it was back then. I feel like my fear-based energy is gone. I used to wake up with fear every night in the middle of the night, and now that's starting to dissipate. I never thought that would go away, and it's happening. So if you're on a journey like me, and I like to believe it's the twin flame journey, it's the ascension journey, we are being forced to purge our nervous system of all the fear. So we might have to be in situations, we might have to talk to people in uncomfortable environments to purge the energy. We might have to deal with confrontation. We might have to deal with a family member not approving of the work that we're doing, or we might have to confront a partner who we are not feeling accepted by. And a lot of my Reiki clients are dealing with that right now. They're coming to me frustrated that their partner is not showing up for them. Their partner is literally diminishing them. And I'm guiding them. I'm getting the guidance from their angels and guides to tell them to take space, to do whatever you need to do to pull your energy away from that partner, because that partner cannot see right now what they're doing. But by your removal of your energy, they will be like, oh crap, what am I doing? I can't lose this person. I love them. That's the only way to wake somebody up, is to walk away from them. When you walk away, they feel the pain and the loss of you. So that message is also for somebody listening. That you need, it's okay. Nothing is permanent. You can step away from somebody and really allow them to feel the loss of you and see if they change. You know, I was on a client call. This one client that I have, she's had her husband on the calls with us, and they went through a quick little separation where, you know, one of them had another relationship during the separation. So he felt the loss of her during that time. And he all of a sudden realized, wow, I'm not doing anything around the house to help her. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not eating. I'm not meditating, eating well. And he needed her to go be with somebody else to experience the pain of not having her, not having her help around the house, not having her help with the kids. He then had to like self-destruct to then rebuild himself back up during that time. And luckily for them, it was short-lived. You know, that time apart was very short, but man, I'm sure he thought his marriage was over, right? When she walked away. But that's what happens in these partnerships. We just need some space to realize where we are and what we're doing and be like, shit, I don't want to lose this. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Let me get my shit together. My phone just lit up as I said that. And it's something about peace. Peaceful mind. It says peaceful mind. Okay, moving on to money. What about this? Financial freedom and miracles on the way, Spirit. I am always available. So this is what money wants to tell you. I am always available, which is true. Money's an energy. It can come into our reality in an instant. You guys, a miracle can happen in an instant. You could get a call. Somebody watching this, let's all put it out there. Somebody watching this is going to get a call in the next hour that you're going to receive a miracle. And my words are potent. So anytime I'm in a reading, I am in a high vibration, I am speaking the truth. Holy cow, now it's clicking. When you speak your truth, financial freedom, we are speaking this into existence. We're all going to say it right now. I am receiving, everyone repeat after me. I am receiving a miracle within the hour. I am receiving a miracle within the hour. You're just so excited and it's here and you don't have to worry about it. And you're so excited of what it's going to be. See how your energy just lifted. Imagine if you could go to a healer or somebody like me and you could just be like, Michelle, speak it into existence. Wouldn't that be so cool if like certain people had certain powers like that? I'm going to be one of those people. I'm speaking your abundance into existence. That would be so cool if for people just to call me and be like, Michelle, speak your word. Maybe I was like that in a past life or something. Okay, so money is saying it's always available. You just have to expect a miracle. And then we have expect a lot of me next week. Buy an outfit with me. It's okay to want more of me. So the two action steps that you guys have in this reading are to buy an outfit and book a trip. So buy an outfit and book a trip. Buy an outfit and book a trip. Maybe this means that your miracle is going to be some sort of financial freedom, right? Maybe you're going to get a large sum of money. Then you're going to book a trip. Then you're going to have to get an outfit for the trip. And you're literally going to not feel bad about it. It's okay to want more money. So even though I always like to do that, I always like to pretend like I already won the lottery. And it's like, ooh, what more money do I want to manifest so that I can amplify my manifestation abilities? And then how can I keep attracting more and more abundance? Because once you're in, imagine if you, like, one of you guys wins the lottery this week, right? Let's say somebody wins the lottery, the jackpot. Maybe you win like $50 million. We're speaking it into existence. So one of you guys is going to win $50 million, right? Now you have the 50 million. Now, wouldn't it be fun to win again? Wouldn't it be fun to be able to invest that money in a stock and then to start to manifest that stock growing, or Bitcoin, or whatever it is? Like, what are you going to do after you won the lottery? So living from the end is really, really fun when we're manifesting, because we pretend like it's already here. We feel it in our nervous system. The transformation has already occurred. You've done the work to receive the abundance. I'll link it here, but there's another video. I think I just posted it. Maybe it was today, but I don't remember which one it was. It was one of two videos I posted this week. But it was all about preparing your nervous system and making sure that you know what you're going to do with the money when you get it, and having a bubble around you and saying, nobody's going to try and take my money. If you're coming and asking for 10,000, 50,000, and I barely know you, maybe your family, but if you're not coming from a space of love and consideration, and if it's somebody who's just money hungry, you're going to have to get really strong with this. You might have to say no to certain family members or friends because you have to trust your discernment. So all of that can kind of create self-sabotage. If you fear people coming at you looking for money, you might not attract the lottery, or you might not win a large sum of money because you're in your fear about that, how that will change your life. So in that video, I shared a bunch about how I have prepared my nervous system and my bubble for when I receive my millions, that I know what I'm going to do with it. I know who I'm going to share it with. I know who I might say no to. I might already have it prepared. But yeah, so you have to be prepared for that kind of stuff if you want to manifest, because your nervous system is going to tell you whether you're ready for it or not. If you have an ounce of doubt, it might not show up. And I don't want to say that, because I believe that we can receive a miracle in an instant, even when we have a little bit of doubt. I believe if it's meant to be ours, it will be ours. Okay, I had grabbed the Gateway Oracle. So we are flying with that. And two cards just flew out. Mending bridges, savoring pleasure. So I heal rifts and I am a mender. I fully embrace bliss in my life. So I believe this is because you've done the mending. Remember I talked about, because you've been a good person, that's why you're going to get the miracle. And you've been through the breakdown. You understand what mending a bridge actually means because it was once broken. So you've been down the road of broken relationships and you've healed, and you're now somebody who makes things better. You've transformed as the butterfly. You now see why people do what they do. You speak your truth. You don't let anyone walk all over you. You set boundaries. And now you're mending a relationship. Now you're forgiving somebody or forgiving yourself for something that was done in the past. And because you do that, you get to savor the pleasure. Didn't I talk about a bubble bath earlier? That's kind of funny that we got this. So Spirit is saying, take a bubble bath. You've done all the work that you needed to do. A miracle is on the way. Your millions are about to arrive. Go rest. Go sit. Oh my God, savoring your pleasure. That's my whiteboard. Sit in your joy longer. That's why I said the bubble bath. I forgot. So you're going to be in that bathtub going, I deserve this joy. This feels so good. My millions are all around me. And Spirit just gave me a little exercise for you all to do. So the exercise is you're going to get a bowl, right? You're going to put water in it, and then you're going to put a bunch of salt in it. So it's going to be salt water. Then you're going to write your name, your full birth name on a piece of paper, and anything you want to manifest underneath it. Okay. And you're going to submerge this paper into the bowl of salt. And what the salt does is the salt cleanses the paper, it cleanses your name, it cleanses your energy field. And then it's taking your manifestation and it's amplifying it. Okay. So it's also cutting through any low vibrations and any limiting beliefs that are around those manifestations. So when you put your name on the paper, you're putting your energy into the paper, into the water too. And we know that water is a huge manifestation tool. So we're getting a bowl, salt water, we're writing our name, writing our manifestations underneath our name. We're writing them as if they're already here. And then we're submerging them in the bowl and we're leaving it there overnight. And we're allowing the universe to create an energy flow with this water. It's now in the water. The water can flow now. Okay. The energy can flow into the universe and then can come back to you. And your manifestations are being purified in this salt water. Okay. They're also being amplified. So try this practice out, see if it works in your reality. Again, we have to give the universe some lag time. So if you do this on a Monday night, write down on your desk calendar, Monday night salt ritual. Then you're going to wait maybe 4 weeks and you're going to just look at your calendar and you're going to track any new money, new people, anything that you wrote on that piece of paper. You're going to see what comes in. Okay. They say putting your name, even if you just do your name, the universe kind of knows what you already want. So you don't have to write your manifestations, but just purifying your name, you're cutting through any lower vibration that's been attached to your name, any cords, any people from your past. You're purifying your name. It's like a clean slate. It's like you're ending the past and letting go of everything that is not a match to you. Okay. I did this the other night and I didn't tell anybody I was doing it because I kind of wanted just to feel it out first and to see if it actually works. But I figured it just came through. It just came into my head right now. So I feel like my guides are saying, Michelle, like it's going to work. This is me speaking it into existence, saying, you guys, this worked for me. It's going to work for you. So we're going to manifest that together right now. Okay. I'm feeling like we're going to do the spell casting deck. This is what it looks like. Super beautiful. Quick little drink break. Okay. Sorry if you just heard me drink that. I know some people get irritable listening to people drink or eat. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want us to hear? Okay, we're going to take these two that popped up. Woo! Shoot, girl. We have passion and truth. Somebody is going to be speaking their truth. You are coming into your truth. And it's going to feel like, oh, when people are honest and they act in integrity, it is the hottest, sexiest thing on the planet. So I even think it's even super sexy when somebody admits like to a wrongdoing. I'm always more like, whoa, I love that. I love that this person doesn't let anything stay underneath the surface. They just let it all out. I just love the word truth because I know when people aren't truthful, that lives in their body and they're literally going to suffer. And also, you might not want to be like in their same energy field because that just means they attract chaos. If somebody's not being honest with themselves, most likely, they're not getting rewarded for being a good person. If anything, they're getting like painful things happening to them. Their work gets worse, or people start like attacking them, or they have like weird hiccups, meaning like hiccups as in like breakdowns. Like maybe they get a flat tire or maybe their car breaks down. Like those things happen to people who are not honest. I don't know if you guys knew that on a spiritual journey, but when you don't act in integrity, your energy field is a lack of integrity. So guess what you attract? You attract chaos to help bring your attention to what's in your field. And if it's not joy, peace, calmness, harmony, then The universe is going to bring you a situation because the universe wants you to get to peace. It wants you to get to harmony. And the only way to get there is to act in integrity, because you have to start from within and be a good person. And then it spreads good energy out. So even in the smallest ways, you have to be acting in integrity, speaking your truth. Act like literally, when I say acting, like you're not doing anything to harm the planet or to harm other people. And when we're talking about setting boundaries and speaking up for ourselves and not letting somebody walk all over us or treat us poorly, that's also acting in integrity. You know, it's not about lying. It's about finally saying what you need to say, you're not going to do this to me. And that gets rewarded. Somebody just commented 888 on my YouTube channel. Yes. I don't always get the comments. I wonder if maybe you guys can help me out with that. Does anybody else understand that? Like sometimes I'll go onto old videos and I'll see like 10 comments from like 6 months ago. And I'm like, why didn't this come through my notifications? Like I don't want people to feel like I'm not responding, but they don't come through. So I apologize if you've commented on like older videos and I didn't see it and didn't like it. I normally like everything that I see. And just to communicate back. But sometimes I go onto a video, like maybe a video from like 8 months ago, and there's like 20 comments that I did not like. And I'm like, when did these comments come in? But then again, like on my notifications, I'm getting notifications about when other YouTubers are posting videos. I'm like, I don't want that. I was like, I want my tribe. I want to know when they're commenting. Okay, boundaries. So in alignment. Yes, we're setting boundaries. We're no longer allowing anything to enter our field that is not welcome. Okay. I feel guided to end soon. I feel like we've been going a while, but maybe that's just because my energy is super good right now. And I feel like I'm speaking fast, which is a high energy. And I kind of don't want it to end. But I'm feeling a little tired. What deck should we use? All right, we're going to end with my OG, Ever Unfolding Heart. It's not the prettiest deck, but it's got a lot of great messages. It's got a mix of angel numbers, animals. Okay, we have the polar bear. You are being called to mother yourself, protect yourself, play a little more, nurture your belly with yummy food, be the mama bear you deserve. This again is sitting in your joy longer, taking a bubble bath, knowing that when you rest, miracles come, okay? Miracles arrive when you're resting. So be super, super kind to yourself, mother yourself, set boundaries. And I just looked at the bottom of the deck. Your manifestation is about to arrive. Pretend like it is here now. What would you do today if you had it? Go do that. And then we have your higher love is on the way. You've done all the work. Sit back and receive now. My gosh, I love this. I know that I'm always manifesting the man and the money, the man and the money, the man and the money, which is so fun to think about, which the money can come from anywhere. I'm just telling the universe, you can bring it in any avenue. Doesn't mean the man has to be tied to the money. I kind of want to manifest the money on my own, but maybe if the man and the money both came in at the same time, that would be really cool. So I feel like that's a message for somebody else out there too. You could do the woman and the money, the woman and the money. All right, lovies, I feel good. I feel good and complete to end it there. Let me see if there's any more messages on my phone that could be messages for all of you. My mentor just randomly sent me 3 pink hearts. So that's another message from Micah. Okay, I'm feeling good. I hope you all have a lovely week. These messages come through always about money, always about partnership, but this one's a fun one. I like this one a lot. I feel like the theme, I don't know what I'm going to title it, but I feel like it's like sit in your joy and the abundance will arrive. Don't you feel like that's kind of a match to what we just experienced? Like be a good person, be in your joy, act in integrity, speak your truth, and be a woman and man of your word. So let's just say we are all getting a miracle in the next hour. We are getting $50 million. We are good people and we deserve it. And if we haven't been good in the past, maybe you lied in the past, maybe you cheated, maybe you were just not acting the way you should have been acting, you can cut that off with the salt water, right? You write your name on a piece of paper, put it in the salt water, And it's like burning away the past. You're letting go of those behaviors and you're saying, universe, I now act in integrity and I'm changing today as I'm doing the saltwater ritual. And I'm no longer somebody who attracts chaos because I'm not in the same energy. I am now clean, I am clear, and I'm moving forward, living my life differently. And I know for a fact when you start living this way, you have little 8-year-old girls coming up and telling you that you look great. You literally attract all loving messages. You attract good people. The people that are not meant for you literally run away from you because they can't handle your light. Okay. They literally can't look at you because you're such pure light. And sometimes people can't look at you because they love you so much and they are reminded of their shadow a lot of times. And that's okay too. They just have to heal and be okay with that. But even with just strangers or people that are low vibration, normally they will go the other way. And then there's some lower vibrations that are attracted to the light, but it's because they're there to learn some lessons. So be the light for them. Keep your light lit. Don't dim it. Okay. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Also, I am opening up 5 spots in my mentorship. It's an 8-week mentorship. I work with you one-on-one for 8 weeks. I have a couple women who we're closing out their mentorship right now. So I have 5 spots available and it is 1555. It's 1,555, my angel numbers, and it is worth every freaking penny, if not more. I might be raising my prices soon because it is transformational how these women feel after the 8 weeks. They are being different. They're attracting more. They're getting more money. And guess what? Every time a new client signs up for my mentorship, they literally make the money back in some way. One girl got $1,000 from her mom out of nowhere a couple weeks into it. Somebody else got a return on, I think it was like a insurance. I forget what it was, but the universe always, always pays the people back who sign up for my mentorship. And I think it's because I speak it into existence and I want that for them. I want the universe to provide for them because what they're going to experience with me in the 8 weeks is they're not going to find it anywhere else. We're so unique and special together. And when we work together, it is like this beautiful transformation that you can't find anywhere else. So, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So if you're looking for change in your life, if you're looking to manifest more things and you don't understand why things aren't working, I highly recommend my mentorship. And all you have to do is click the link down below. You can email me. You can go to my website. That will direct you to my email. It's like a scripted email that says I'm interested in the mentorship. We'll do like a discovery call to see if we're a match, and then we'll move forward with it. And again, I only work with women right now. So sorry guys, but it's just been such a joy to work with divine feminines. But yes, I do an 8-week mentorship. I do one-on-one readings. I do manifestation coaching. So everything's below. But at this time, if you need assistance, I am your girl. I will help you with anything you need, even if it's just a hug. All right, lovies, I will see you in the next one. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah.